In an absolutely unexpected turn of events, we are now seeing the result of Trudeau's 100% EV tariff on Chinese EVs and the 25% tariff on Chinese steel and aluminum. Today, announced by the CTV News, China retaliates over EV tariffs with anti-dumping probe into Canadian canola imports. China has announced an anti-dumping investigation into Canadian canola imports in response to Canada planning to impose tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles, steel, and aluminum. China's Ministry of Commerce said it is launching an anti-discrimination investigation into the tariffs and an anti-dumping probe into Canadian canola imports as well as certain chemical products. This comes after 1 week ago, Canada announced that they were putting on the tariffs on Chinese EVs and steel and aluminum. China responded to Canada by saying it was extremely dissatisfied with the Canadian tariffs and promises to take the case to the World Trade Organization. Some experts suggest that their case might have some validity to it. The Chinese ministry said, China's attitude is very clear and we will take all necessary measures to defend the legitimate rights and interests of Chinese companies. The Canola Council of Canada released a statement today calling China an important and valued market for Canadian canola. We are confident that an investigation into Canada's canola trade with China will demonstrate alignment and reinforce our support for rules-based trade, said Chris Davison, President and CEO of the Council. Statistics published by the Council show China accounted for 75% of canola seed exports from Canada between January and July. This is not the first time China has targeted Canadian canola. In 2019, it barred canola seed imports for two major Canadian companies, alleging it had detected pests in their shipments. The canola ban took place amid the heightened tensions between the two countries following the Canadian detention of Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou at the request of the United States, and China's subsequent detention of two Canadian men. Canada launched a WTO challenge in 2020, but the review panel was suspended in August 2022, 3 months after China reinstated shipments of Canadian canola. A report by RBC Royal Bank of Canada Tuesday said Canada's planned tariffs are expected to raise EV prices in the short term and raise costs on industries that use aluminum and steel. RBC economist Salim Zana stated that importantly, the Canadian move to raises the risk of retaliation from Beijing, which could put Canadian exports of Canadian commodities at risk, as seen with the newly announced probe on Canadian canola exports. Do not expect that this is the end of the line in terms of the Chinese response to the Canadian tariffs. We are expecting, and I mean, this is my own opinion, we expect that there would be more tariffs coming from China, and that Canada and China will be revolving back into a full economic trade war like was in 2020 when they arrested the Hawaii executive. Thank you for tuning into the Econ Opinion. Stay tuned for updates every day about new economic reviews, policy, finances, and general Canadian politics and life. Thank you very much.